Hi writers, this is Haru Stokes from HaruStokesWrites.com, coming to you impromptuly, um, just to talk about a few things, mostly about show versus tell. Alright, let's get to work. Hi writers, Haru Stokes from HaruStokesWrites.com, um, coming to you just to chit chat with about a few things that I was looking at. So basically online I looked up a few things, and people are constantly talking about show versus tell. And what does that mean? What does show versus tell mean? Um, what you commonly hear is that they want you to be more explanatory or give more of a vivid picture of what you're talking about or what you're writing about specifically. So what does that mean? It means to, instead of saying he ran, you would instead say his legs pumped hard and he pressed his feet firmly against the ground and pushed with all his might. That's a little long. It's sometimes just as important to simply tell he ran. Why? Some things you don't need to explain every single detail. Also, there's an also to this. Basically, what I think is the best thing to do is to do what works for you, what sounds right to you. Should you show more? Yes, you should. Should you tell? Yes, you should. You should do both, and that's the key part. What any writer should do. If you look through all of the great writers, you'll see lots of people showing and telling. So what is the ratio? There isn't one. If your writing comes off as bland, you should probably do more showing. If your writing comes off as being long and laborious to read, you should probably drop some telling in there. This is especially important if you're writing like a fight scene. In fight scenes, you don't have brevity is really important because in fights, no one's talking for 15 minutes. No one does that in a real fight. You often have fast action, things happening really quickly. So it's important at that point not to expound upon every single topic and idea and imagery. It's just not viable in a fist fight or a gunfight or any fight where action is happening so quickly that you don't have the time to be explaining every single thing, so your fight scenes comes off as unrealistic. But if you're having someone laying in their bed contemplating their own death, you will have those moments of a long explanation, of being able to expound upon every feeling and thought and image that you come across. So in my opinion, show versus tell directly relates to who the writer is and what you're bringing attention to. I think in my first video I mentioned voice being something related to the writer voice, what the writer is thinking and feeling and saying. So it is always important to kind of take it from your own perspective. What I will show is different from what somebody else will show. Hit on. And what someone else will show will be different. No two writers will show and tell the exact same thing. So, do what works for you, what works best for you, what sounds, what looks, what feels good for you. If you're gonna write, at least write what you love. At least enjoy what you're doing. Like the shirt says, just right. All right? Peace, guys. Get it done.